Now I'm gonna teach you how to hit a standard bunker shot. So here we are in the bunker right here. We have a good lie. That's the number one thing you wanna check for in the bunker. You wanna make sure you have a pretty nice lie where the ball's sitting up. You don't want the ball to be buried. That's for a different lesson, but this is a standard lie. You know that we're in the bunker, meaning that this is a hazard right here. In the hazard, you wanna make sure that you don't ground the club. If the club touches the sand like this, then that's a one-stroke penalty. So we gotta make sure that everything we do, the club is hovered over the ball and not touching the sand. So if you wanna take your practice swings, you should do it outside of the sand or do them over the ball. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust our setup. This may seem like one of the most difficult shots, but it's actually really easy once you get the hang of a standard bunker shot. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open the club face. Opening the club face means that we want this club face right here to point towards the sky. Do you see if I'm holding it like this, that's square? If I open the club face up, this is opening it up and making the club face go to the sky. So I'm gonna re-grip it right here. A common mistake that golfers make is they hold it like this and they twist their hands to open a club face. We don't want to do that. We want to open the club face and we want to re-grip it, just like that. Second thing we want to do is we want to open our stance. When I mean open our stance, that means I want my feet pointing left of the target. So if this is a standard line like this, I want to make sure that my toes are pointed left, my feet are both pointed left. So it's gonna open up your shoulders, your feet, your hips, your entire body to hit this shot. We want this because this allows us to pick the club up outside, and when we hit down on it, we're gonna be able to swing along our foot line and go cut across the ball, which is a good thing because it allows us to put a little bit of spin on the ball. And this is the most important thing about a standard bunker shot, the most important thing. We want to make sure we don't actually hit the ball. We want to hit behind the ball and let the energy of the explosion let the ball or help the ball out of the bunker. So we do not want to hit the ball. If you hit the ball, then the ball's going to shoot across the green and go way over. So we want to make sure we hit about an inch behind the ball, maybe 2 inches, depending on how long the bunker shot is. But we want to hit behind, we want to make sure we hit just a little bit behind the ball so that the sand carries the ball out. So I'm going to show you how to hit this shot real quick. Choke down on the club just a little bit, just a little bit. Open the club face. Dig your feet in. Open your stance up. And pick the club up, drop it right behind the ball, and make sure you're accelerating right through to your follow through. As you can see, I hit behind the ball and let the sand carry the ball out. I never make contact with the ball. That's the most important thing you want to remember when you hit your sand shot. Don't be afraid to swing a little bit harder and let that sand carry the ball out.